What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, welcome to the channel. Today's video, if I don't know what I put in the thumbnail, but we are doing a little training session here. Something I found to be problematic for myself, my own shooting. So we're gonna work on that and brought you guys here to work with me through this. So I've noticed this problem with my own shooting for a little while. So I'm gonna throw on the screen the most recent-ish worst one. And as you'll see, going through each position of this stage, every single time I'm dropping the gun in between every single target, which they're small enough movements where shouldn't be doing that, should have the gun up and just ready to go. Then this past weekend, shot my concealed carry match, and pretty much the same stage that I have set up now, minus one target. Kind of doing the same thing. So we did have a little training session a few weeks ago with keeping the gun up in between positions, but it didn't stick, I guess. Once that buzzer goes off, who knows what happens in your mind, and you just do random stuff. So we're out here again to try to another session to break that habit. So if you watched my video 2 videos ago, maybe 3 videos ago, it was like what to do after your first USPSA match, like your second match going forward, what to do. So this is kind of something this is pretty much something I was saying in that video, is find out what you suck at, practice that so you don't suck at that anymore. So that's what we're out here doing. This is an issue for me. Another thing I need to start working on is some speed, pretty much getting through the stage faster. A lot of that could probably help if I started dry firing again and getting more consistent with that, just so I would have a better index when they come up on the target and you don't have to like kind of search for the dot. That's 99% of the battle, I would say, but if your gun's there, you're able to shoot. So let's show you the quick stage and let's start practicing this a little bit. I'll probably start off with just like a quick like accuracy thing as my cold start, then we'll get right into it. I had this company Lee Holsters reach out to me about some hangers. So I said, yeah, sure, send it out. Run his, I don't know what he calls it, but it's Lee Holsters. I just got to re-snug up the screws on it because it's a little loose, but that's because I didn't Loctite them or anything like that. But yeah, pretty good so far. All right, I think what we're gonna do is kind of shoot some head box shots on that. A few of them. Let's pace this out. I don't know, maybe we'll do like 10 yards or something like that. Do a few rounds on the head box and then we'll get into our training session. So 1, 2. All right, it's about 10 right here. And we'll get a few shots on that. Maybe we'll try to like keep ourselves to like 1.5 seconds or something like that on head box. So not gonna be slow, but we're not gonna be overly rushing it. Got this new timer, well, not new, but new to me timer, that I'm not 100% sure yet on all the functions of it, but I believe I have it on delay. I'll figure out how to set a par time in a little bit, but that's if we get to par time. This fly won't leave me alone, and let's do it. Stand by. Okay, there was absolutely no dot there. I was aiming up there. Let's try that again. Stand by. One, 3, 1. That fly landed on me and completely messed me up. Threw that shot super high. First one was low out of the head box. Do it again. 198, that's super slow. 168. So I've been messing around a lot with the 2011 lately. So my index is way off on this gun. Better, 138. Gonna give myself a little buffer there or leeway because, like I said, I haven't been dry firing lately, and I've been messing around a lot lately with 2011, so it's a slightly different grip angle. So every time I come up, the gun was super high over the target. So that's just something I got to remember to like kick it back down. So yeah, that's on me, but let's show you this quick stage and then let's shoot it a couple times. So this is the quick stage. We're gonna start standing outside this corner here. We're gonna start from here. So got target there that we were just shooting at. Then we gotta make our way over to here. Target there, then make our way over here. Target. So there is One thing, I guess it's kind of in my mind, that like in a situation like this, I'm shooting that target, the wall is right here, so I feel like I have to bring the gun in to get out of that, shoot, and then I have plenty of room to not hit the wall, but that's just something I have to ingrain in my head. There's a couple situations where in that video, I don't mind it as much that I drop the gun, like the movement from over here all the way to over there. Probably far enough where you could drop the gun and not be a big deal, but from there up, I probably should have had it up. So I'm just gonna work on keeping the gun up. Gonna dry fire this a couple times first, then we're gonna shoot it. So yes, dry fire at the range is perfectly fine. It's more practice without shooting any ammo. So like I said, let's, I'm not even gonna do the timers because that doesn't matter, but I'm gonna walk it slow, then we're gonna do it a little faster. Just try to get my idea of how I'm shooting this, so. So a little heavy footed there. Like I said, in between here, I don't know if it matters as much to keep the gun up, but we're gonna try to do it. So I'm gonna run this a few times. I dry fired it like 2 or 3 more times off camera. I'm gonna run this a couple times, figure out an average-ish time or whatever my quickest time is. Then we're gonna set a par time a little bit faster than that, so we have to kind of like rush through this stage. Maybe let's move my paster gun so it's not in harm's way. This is just something I'm not sure on for myself, I guess. This is why we're out here practicing. Said, I don't know if it matters dropping the gun through here as long as you have the gun up when you're ready to shoot through here. Let's try it out. Stand by. Okay, so it was a 606. I definitely dropped the gun once or twice. I don't think as far. I don't have my head cam, so I can't like overlay the head cam footage, but let's do that a couple more times. Let's do this again. And I guess the goal is under 6 seconds right now. We're not gonna set a part time yet. Also, keeping the gun up, I think, is more the main goal than it is the time at this very moment. Let's do it. Stand by. Okay, that was a 5.52. All alpha, dropped a Charlie. I think it was my first shot over there was a Charlie. 2 Charlie back there, 2 alpha. All right, so 5.52, let's do that again. And maybe we'll move you guys. This angle will work out for you guys. So 5.52 is that time. And let's keep getting this down, hopefully faster without dropping the gun. 2 Charlie back there, not happy with that, and Charlie there. So we did 3 Charlie total this last one, but we were half a second faster. Stand by. .573. I think we were clean on that one. Yeah, clean on that one. All alpha 5.73. There might be an easier way to set this par time, but I don't know. I'm just holding the down button and it's counting down from 120 seconds and we're at 60 now. We're at 50 now. Okay, 5.50 is the par time. My fastest time before was 5.52, so we're just gonna try to be faster than that, which shouldn't be too hard. All right, stand by. We could definitely move across here a lot faster. I think I'm gonna try dropping the gun just to move up there. I don't know. Let's just do it and see what happens. Stand by. Okay, the first shot on the last target was a Delta. We're down to a 5.40 par time. That last one was 5.46. Obviously, hits are gonna struggle a little bit because we're gonna start rushing, but this is where you start making more progress. Let's do this. That was a 5.31, that last one. We are down to a 5.25 par time. And let's send it. I got everything but the alphas taped up, so hopefully we could tell what's what. I forgot to grab extra mag, so let's just send this and hopefully get under this part-time. I think it's just the movement in between the positions, which is my issue at the moment. So once I start actually trying a little harder, we'll crush this time. We could probably get it under 5, I think, if I actually tried. Let's do this. That was a 5:18, the last one. I actually set the part time for 5 seconds. So let's see if we could get through this. I really wish I brought my head cam because I can't tell if I'm keeping the gun up, to be honest with you, because I'm focused on moving through the stage so much. Probably dropping the gun, which we're going to work. We're going to try to get under 5. Then we're going to make sure we're keeping the gun up. I was speaking with someone on Instagram, a very high-level shooter. He actually got 7th in the handgun world championship in Europe very recently. He said focus on aiming at the next target more than as if you're just trying to keep the gun up. That's it. He said that helps for him. So we're going to try to aim at the next target and not keep the gun up. 5 seconds. We got to move through here a little, mainly that section faster. I feel myself just being slow. All right, that was a 499. Starting to rush here, so kind of start losing some of the, make sure you focus on the center of the target with your eyes. So that's why we're starting to throw some shots, and we're also just pushing the speed. So I'm gonna run this 1 or 2 more times, I think, at that same speed. That was a 499, just squeaked it in. All right, that was a 509. Dropped 2 Charlie, 1 Charlie on the first target there coming in, and all Alpha back there. So not bad, just time-wise. That actually felt really good. Felt like I moved pretty good. I know I kept my gun up over there. Maybe not in between here. All right, this is where we're gonna start pushing a little bit more. Going down to a 490 part time. And let's send it. Got to get over to there faster. That's definitely not helping me at all. So feel a little slow on the second target, but it's also a further target while moving. So let's do this and wish me luck. 490 or lower. Stand by. All right, 492. Alphas. 1 Charlie, threw a Delta back there, and threw my first 2 Charlies on this close target on that one. Didn't feel very good on the index on that one, but I sent it anyway. And that's what we ended up with, so I feel like 490 is pretty attainable. I might go a little faster. The last one I'm gonna bore you guys with, this is a 480 par time. Keep the damn gun up. Shoot targets really fast. This is where, obviously, if you couldn't tell, we're starting to get a little more sloppy, but this is where you start to progress. You gotta go really fast so your normal speed doesn't seem as fast anymore, and then you could go faster. However that goes. If you want to learn to drive 100 miles an hour, you need to drive 200 miles an hour. Then 100 miles an hour is second nature or something. Whatever the guys say. That stuff. Definitely working on keeping the gun up through there for sure. I don't know what I'm doing here, so we're gonna have to rewatch the video to be honest with you, but let's do this. Stand by. Little slow, 502. All right, I gotta do this again just for a little bit of redemption. That was extra slow. The 586, of course, when I wasn't filming, second shot, this happened. Whatever the hell that means. I guess just the primer was not set right. Just gonna check for a squib just to be sure, but it shouldn't be because the first shot went off, second was that. Let's check. Let's film it. No squib. It was just something with that weird ass primer. My goal was just to get it under that time. First shot was a 9.8, which was nice. We're just not really worrying about hits on this one. We're just gonna send it through just to try to break the par time. Let's go. I mean, I don't want to completely throw Mike, but we're just trying to get through the stage. I didn't tape everything up, so I'm not gonna remember the hits, but let's go for it. Stand by. .480. So from like my first run till now, we're like, I think my first one was a 609 or something like that, and now we're at a 480. Yeah, the hits aren't as good. Hit factors might be similar actually, because I think I dropped one Charlie, maybe two Charlies on the first one at 6 seconds in this. If I remember correctly, there might be two Delta back there. That one looks close. Might be a Charlie Delta. Threw a Charlie here and possibly another two there. So losing a lot of points for the speed. I took off the par time, and now we're just gonna send one with just like feeling good. And let's go for it. Stand by. That was slow on purpose, just because, and that was a 604. And what's pretty wild, that felt really slow. And I didn't plan for that. Didn't plan for the time to be very similar to my first try, but somehow it was. Somehow it was still slightly faster than my first try, I think. And it felt extremely slow. So yeah, go fast in practice, go as fast as you can in practice, so then your other stuff feels a little slow. That felt like I had more than enough time to confirm 2 alphas on every target, which is pretty damn cool. I don't think I've ever done kind of that back-to-back like that. Like I said, I wasn't really planning on doing that exact thing like that. Maybe we'll run it one more time, just a little faster. I don't actually know why I shot that last target so slow. It's really close. The 509, I sent around as I was coming this way. I sent it just too early. I didn't hit the wall, but there wasn't enough target open yet. So I dropped a Charlie and then a Charlie on the other side, kind of overcompensating. 2 alpha over here, 2 alpha on the first target, 2 alpha on the far target, and 2 alpha on the really close target. So that was a 509. I think something like that's getting us in a good spot. And hopefully we're keeping the gun up, and we are training ourselves to keep the gun up. Through here, still like a little bit of a drop, but on the close moving ones, for sure, keeping the gun up, which is helping a ton, just because you can get the round off as soon as the target's available. And like I was saying earlier, when you are doing this in the middle of a competition, obviously, once that buzzer goes off, all bets are off. Most things like this, I'm trying to train out in practice and dry fire, like gripping the shit out of the gun on dry fire. Don't get lazy with your grip during dry fire. So subconsciously, it comes up when you are shooting. So subconsciously, you do that while you're live firing. Something like this with keeping the gun up, trying to practice it as much as I can. Dry fire, I could probably set up a larger thing like in my garage or something to have more movement to keep the gun up. The main thing I've noticed is especially the small movements. Right now I probably should have the gun up ready to shoot, but a larger movement like across the whole bay doesn't bother me as much not to have the gun up. But the close ones really annoying me that I'm dropping it. That's why we're out here practicing. Let's do, what do we got? 1 shot on steel. I'll start hands above shoulders. I don't know how far this is. Let's try it. Stand by. .153. I'll take it. There's no metric for that. Just doing it. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you made it this far in the video, if this video was, I don't know how helpful this was. It was kind of just me training. Got some major matches coming up, so trying to get more serious with the practice, trying to iron out these like little deficiencies or whatever I see in my own shooting, which is what you should be doing with your own. If you can film yourself, film yourself. If you have a buddy, film you in third person while shooting the stage. If you have the Insta360 and can film the head cam, do that. Just figure out what you're messing up at or lacking at or doing the most shitty at. Practice those things so you are not shitty at that anymore. And then something else is the low-hanging fruit, and then you just keep working and working and working. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you made it this far, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you want to support the channel in any way, you could use the links down below. We got some links for some merch, links, some Amazon links and whatnot. If you want to support the channel by not spending any of your money, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. If you want to see me tackle any other subject, leave that down below. I'll try to do my best, even though I'm not a teacher, but we have some videos out of more stuff getting done and how to fix it, kind of. That's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Get out there, go shoot a match, and let's eventually make GM together. Peace out. The 509.